So this is for the boomers. So many of the older generations are wrapped up in staying relevant, staying in the talking that's going on in our world. And so many of these people are complaining about things like losing their memories. And what it is that the boomers are being caught up in modern life. They're being caught up in trying to stay relevant through trying to cognitively put the world together. And so I offer this, that this is the time for you to not worry and not to complain about losing your memory, but rather to say, yay, I'm losing my memory. I'm losing my cognitive function. Good. Because what happens when we do that? When we stop living our life from the mind and trying to put the hustle of putting all of the world together from the mind, what are we missing? We're missing the presence. We're missing digesting our life. The life, all of the grief, the hardships that we've endured during our life. When we do that, when we get through those things, that grief turns to the joys. It takes time. And that's what you have, is the time and the experience. But if we're still wrapped up in the mind, trying to make sense of the world like it was when we were younger, then we miss that period, that window of time when we can sit in presence. And just that, when we sit in presence, then we allow that joy, the echoes of that joy, to resonate within us. And when that joy bubbles up, what comes from it are thoughts that we offer to the world and the other generation of what it means to mature, what it means to go through this grief and then have digested that grief so that it turns into joy. So stop complaining about losing your memory and say, yay, I lost my memory. I've lost my memory. And so I'm not going to be involved in the cognitive way of putting the world together any longer. I'm going to sit and be okay with this part of my life, not being rattled by everything, every little shiny thing that comes along. That's what the younger generation is doing. Allow them their time to muscle through the mind. This is the time to sit in presence and to enjoy the echoes of joy that come from your adventure in life.